What's up guys, ChasingLamely here with episode 27 of Tipping the Hatters. And yeah, we're playing Tranmere today. We're on TV because that's a thing that happens in the conference. And we're still top of the table. There's a whole bunch of other stuff to catch you guys up on, but I'm sure we'll get there eventually. So yeah, let's get into the titles and then we'll get into the game. We'll see if we can stay top. That feels like a plan. See you all in just a second. Okay guys, so here's the deal. We are currently 5 points clear. Sorry, 2 points clear at the top with 5 games to play. Things are looking decent. It's basically a 3-horse race. We've already guaranteed we'll be playing in the playoffs. There's already guaranteed playoff football at the end of this season, so things are looking good. First thing I'm going to show you is some transfers. We made some signings. None of these were actually intended to be serious additions to the team. What I noticed was I had a lot of really good young players, and no one to teach them anything, no one to coach them, because the entire squad's very young, and there's a lot of players who need their determination worked on, who need their work rate worked on, just need their mentals worked on. So I went looking for some guys who could provide that for us, basically. That said, some of the guys who've come in are actually pretty good. So Eddie Nolan was the first guy we signed. We brought him in on they've all got 1-year deals essentially. Eddie Nolan used to play for Crewe. He can play either side fullback. He's decent. Like, he's our second best right back. He's our best left back in theory. Although he hasn't actually played yet, but like I said, he was brought in because he's got better determination than some of the guys we were using. So he's currently tutoring Solomon Lane. Just a decent signing. Alfie Potter was the guy that brought in. I saw him on the free transfer. So like, determination, it was estimated between about 7 and 13. I was like, take a punt, because I had a suspicion he was probably still good enough to play at this level. He's he's always been a decent player. He used to play for Mansfield and for Oxford United and Northampton. He's been around a bit. So I brought him in, and he's actually started playing some games off the bench for us, which is nice to see. He's had a decent career. I'm not sure why Mansfield let him go, but they lost our game. We brought in Curtis Obeng, again, decent determination, better than some of what we had. He's on a non-contract basis, so he can come and go as he pleases, basically. He hasn't played yet. He probably won't play, if I'm honest. Again, released by Mansfield. Mansfield seem to have released a lot of decent players. Not within range of our best right back, but such is life. We brought in Bobby Olenek, who is on paper our best goalkeeper now. Again, he was brought in as a tutor, not really as a serious option, but he might get some football before the end of the season. He might be someone we actually genuinely keep hold of. The big surprise has been this guy, Chris Humphrey. Chris Humphrey was released by Barrow, which, not the biggest club, right? And then look at this ability. He's basically all but replaced Luke Burgess in the team for now. I like him because he's quick, he is decently creative, he's got the experience, he can cross the ball, he's got some good all-round stats really for what you want for a guy playing this attacking right wing role. Everything is good. That's not to say Luke Burgess is done, it's just Chris Humphrey for now is looking like a better option, to be honest, and frankly, him and Stevenson, my Jamaican wing partnership, looking strong. We brought in Chris Humphrey. Sorry, Chris Humphrey. Sorry, it's been a long day at work. My brain is tired. I brought in Adriano Basso. He's absolutely got no chance of playing. I'm hoping I can convert him into a backroom staff member of some kind eventually, but he seems to be dragging his feet on what I want him to do. He's never going to play. He has really good determination though, which is why I've kind of got him tutoring Owen O'Toole. And we brought in Stephen Old, and it's disappointing with Stephen Old because he couldn't get a work permit because New Zealand's ranking is so low. Which is a shame because he's had a lot of good games in the UK. You'd think he'd be a citizen by now, and for reasons not entirely understood by me, he's not. Yeah, it's this weird situation whereby he has, in theory, almost done enough days in the UK to be a British citizen, but because they're split over England and Scotland, they don't count. I don't really understand. I want to try and get him to be our head of youth development or a coach, or use him somewhere on the back room staff because that will open up his work. He's the best centre half of the club, but also really determined. So he's got himself tutoring James Yates, and I hope we can make him a better player. Nothing out, but that's like schedule wise. We last met for the Dagenham game? Dagenham, wasn't it? Yeah. So we last played the Dagenham game, had a good win. We then played Chelmsford at home, beaten 3-1, an own goal and 2 for Jason Oswell. And then a 4-1 win against Woking, Reece Turner getting himself a hat-trick, Oswell getting himself a goal. Then Barrow away, a really close game, just we scored, they scored, they scored, we scored, their last goal should never have been a goal, quite frankly. Clark Odo got himself injured, but you know, such is life at this level. We then got back to winning ways, beat Dover, Turner and Essen with an own goal. Everything was good. A 6-3 win at home to Whitehall, proper thrill of a game. We had a guy sent off after 34 minutes and we were 2-1 down. And somehow the boys just knuckled down, got themselves 6 goals. Oswell with 2, Dupre, Stevenson and Turner with a brace. Then played York. Turner got 2, Oswell got 1 and a 3-2 win. Not a bad return. And then we drew with ASC Fylde, and Reece Turner got himself a goal there. Here's the big thing. This is the thing that really really caught my eye. Reece Turner obviously scored a lot of goals for us, a lot of goals, but I hadn't quite been paying attention to how prolific he'd been this season. He's had 43 goals in 40 games. 43 goals in 40 games just in the league. He could get to 50 goals this season. You know, he's had 45 in 44 overall, including, you know, cup games. That's a phenomenal return. And yeah, kind of not what I foresaw. Here's the other thing. He's had 70 goals in 73 games for the club. And he's into his first spell at Stockport, he had 6 goals in 21. 70 goals in 73 is quite the return, lads. Quite the return. For those wondering, Jason Oswell in the leagues this season has only had 27. Just poor show. And we're at 70 goals from our 2 main strikers just in the league. And then you think how many Stevenson must have had by now. What Stevenson had. Stevenson's had 8 and contributed 20 assists. There's a few other guys whose names have popped up on the score sheet fairly often. It's just been a good season. Just a good season all round. So let's look at today. Let's see what we're doing. I shouldn't show the team search before I do the preview, should I? We're the favourites, as you'd expect. This guy has given out no red cards all season, the ref, which is nice to see. We're expecting a rare crowd, about half full. And their biggest strength is passing, but their potential weakness is goals against. 6 of 14 assists conceded in the last 19 matches have come from the right side of the pitch, but we're pretty strong. So this could be a walkover. Famous last words. Okay, in terms of still, didn't notice James Graham was injured. We should fix that. Let's send in Frankie. So Richardson goal, Yates, Musonda, Michelle Parker, Scott Dubry at the back. Humphrey, Tommy Bramley, by the way, starting games. God, I couldn't say that 50 times fast. But now I've looked, Tom Dyson can have that shirt, and we'll put Tommy Bramley, if I can find him. Let's make that change too. It's been such a long day at work, I forgot to check this before I went live, so do bear with me. Tommy Bramley is in the under 23s. I know that. I was paying attention when I sent in there, honest. There we go. Tommy Bramley can go in for Paddy McLaughlin, who's had a few spells off the bench. Okay, that looks about right. So Humphrey, Dyson, Dupre, Stevenson, Oswald Turner up top, Ball, Bramley, Potter, Williams and Rosler on the bench. Bramley's now played 5 goals. He literally went straight in the team when he came through the youth system. You saw in the last video, but literally went straight into the team. And frankly, a 7.5 rating return off the back of that is not too shabby. He's definitely a player. So let's submit that and let's see how we do. That feels like the way forward on this one, doesn't it? The teams are warming up. There we go. Anyone we see on their side looks like useful. We went through his last year. We've got a Larby up front. He's decent. Wallace, Granderson, Robinson. A few good players there. But I don't feel like we're too threatened. They're currently 11th. Not done anything to threaten us just yet. So let's see how it goes. When I do a tunnel interview, crawling match after you players, a prime opportunity for your chance your side to perhaps step ahead in the title race. There we go. We'll do that one. Essentially, guys, no one else plays till tomorrow. So if we can open up the 5-point lead at the top, we can, not relax a little bit, but we can know that this is game 42 of the season. There are 46 games. There's 4 left. A 5-point lead essentially means we can win it within 2-3 games. So the title could be sewn up very shortly. If we get to a point where we're playing for the title, I will just show that game as the next episode. Otherwise, the next one will be the last game of the season. So fingers crossed we're coming back early this time. And you won't be confused as to why. But Yates with the ball to Parker. What's Parker got? Ball through to Dupre. Should never really have got there, but we'll go with it. Now Humphrey can run. Or he can put the ball... Oh, that was poor. That was poor. Okay, Dupre's picked it back up. We're fine. Dyson. What's Dyson got? Ball out wide. Will he find Stevenson? He does. Can Stevenson cross it? Oswell. Turner. Oh. I don't know how either of them didn't put that away. That's unbelievably poor. Unbelievably poor not putting that away. It's okay. We're still on target. We're still on the way to where we need to be. We could be in the league before FM19 comes out, boys. Dupre with a free kick over the top, finds Humphrey. Humphrey a second bite of the cherry, and he's done it. Let's close that because I didn't leave that open. Chris Humphrey. I told you, boys, he was good. He's been really good for us. Dupre high ball over. Humphrey hits the post with the first one. Doesn't make a mistake the second time. That's a good lad. Really pleased with him this signing. I feel bad for Luke Burgess a little bit because it's kind of dropped him out of the team. But he'll develop. He'll develop into something good. I'll probably send him out on loan next season if we're going to keep Humphrey around and Potter. Because I want him to be playing. Like I sent Chubik out, really. I want him to be playing. If he can't get first team football here, he can go develop in the conference next season. That's half time, 1-0, and things are looking good. Masonda's picked up a yellow card, which is worrying, but hopefully he won't be a stupid idiot and get himself sent off. We'll see. So Parker finds Dyson to Masonda to Parker, ball over the top. The highlight end now. There we go. There we go. There's the one. I've just got hiccups, I think, which is beautiful. Beautiful thing to happen when you're on camera. Okay, Lonsdale with a throw-in. Only as far as Oswald. Turner. Oh, Reece Turner. What are you doing, Reece? What are you doing? That's poor. That's poor. We've got to do more. I'm not happy with just 1-0. We've been doing most of our attacking down the right, and that's supposed to be their weakness. We should be smashing them right now. Let's encourage the boys. Let's encourage them to do something more. I don't think the prey is going to finish the game. That's going to be a thing. Straight through us. That's going to be a red card, surely. He's already on a yellow. Let's say goodbye, guys. Say goodbye to Ethan Coleman. Say goodbye. His head's in his hands, but that was vicious. And he's gone. 10 men. We should be able to do some damage against 10 men. If we can't, we need to rethink life. Okay. Time to start making some changes, I guess. The prey is done. Tommy Bramley's going to come on. We'll give him a run out for 15 minutes. We'll send on Potter for Stevenson, because I don't see a good reason not to. And we'll send on Ball for Dyson. We'll go with that. Triple sub. Almost entirely unnecessary at this point, but it should just build our creative outlets. Oh, Lewis Norris is injured. They've made all 3 subs. We're up against 9 men, boys. Let's pause that quick. I'm feeling this. Let's overload them. I don't need to build goal difference, but why not? Why not do it? There's almost nothing to lose at this point. I've told them to push forward. I've told them to overload them, and we're getting 0 highlights in classic FM style. 0 highlights. Richardson's got the goal kick. This is pretty much going to be the end of the game, I imagine. Richardson with the ball long. Bramley's got his head to it. Masonda, Potter. Is this leading anywhere? Probably not, to be honest. Back to Farman. Parker, Bramley, Ball. Anything going to happen, boys? We're just going to watch 45 seconds of nothing. Dubry to Oswell. Oswell, what was that? What was that? That was a waste of everybody's time and money. So, 95 minutes. Final whistle has gone. We've only managed a 1-0 win against 9 men, but we've given a decent match for the cameras, I suppose. Chris Humphrey making all the difference. We're 5 points clear. There's 4 games to play. 2 more wins should do it? You'd think 2 more wins would do it. We haven't got to play Crawley and Dagenham, but they do have to play each other. So, yeah, that should be 2 more wins would do it. If I've calculated it correctly. We definitely can't win it next game, that's for sure. Okay. So all in all, things look good. That's pretty much it for this episode, I think, guys. There's not much more to tell you. Anything to do in the post-match press conference, we'll do that. Not a lot we could have done. Positive about getting a deal worked out, sure, why not? No. Do that. Praise Darren. Right. So that is going to be the end of the episode. Like I said, my aim is to come back for the Hartlepool game. But if my maths is correct, and if things go our way, we can win the title against Carlisle at home. If we do look like we can win the title, we'll come back for that game. If not, we'll just keep playing each game as it comes until we win the title. That feels like the plan. So, yeah, we will go with that. If you enjoyed the video, guys, hit the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already. There is a Steam community. There is an FM group with some really, really good people in there. There's a Patreon if you feel like Patreoning me. Patroning? If you feel like doing Patreon, it's below. If you feel like doing the Amazon thing that people like doing and sending random stuff, below. That's pretty much it, guys, I think. Remember to give me a follow on Twitter as well, at ChasingLamely. I've not done that for a while. and check out Peter's documentary, because Peter's documentary is absolutely the balls. So, yeah, that is going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time.